Hey everyone, it's Helen. Today I'm going to talk about vertigo. If you are looking this up, you are probably curious what vertigo is, and I'm just going to sum it up in one word: dizziness. Vertigo causes extreme dizziness and it causes nausea. It can cause fatigue, headaches, all different things, but first and foremost, it causes dizziness. I learned what vertigo was several years ago because I woke up one day and I couldn't even see straight. I mean, literally, the room was spinning around in circles. I couldn't barely get out of my bed. It felt like when I was walking, I was stomping. And what happened to me was I ended up getting an inner ear infection, which caused internal damage to my ear, and I still suffer from vertigo to this day. However, I am happy to say it's nothing like it was at the beginning, so hang on tight. I'll say some prayers for you, and I'm hoping that you will get into the right doctors and they will be able to talk to you and treat you to the best of their ability for whatever case that you may be suffering from. However, mine was a left inner ear infection. And so what they ended up doing for me to figure that out was I had to do an MRI. I had to do drops. They cleared out earwax. They did everything to try to figure out what could be causing my vertigo. And then long story short, it just ended up being a really massive bad ear infection. But it did cause permanent damage to my inner earlobe. And so for me, originally, it was debilitating. Anybody who suffers from vertigo knows how bad it can be. It was so bad that I couldn't drive, honestly, for almost 2 years. I would have to have my mom drive me around or have friends drive me around. I started to deal with really bad anxiety because of my vertigo. At the time, I did everything that I possibly could. You know, I did nose and ear rinses to try to keep it clean. I would try to reduce my sodium intake. They say that would help. There's many different exercises that you can do. You can probably get online and look those up. There's also ear, nose, throat specialists who can treat you in those areas and tell you what to do and how to do it. I know that there's a lot more places that you can go to now for vertigo than there were probably 10 years ago when I was first suffering from it. So you really should do your research. However, the best advice that my doctor gave to me was just to keep moving. So he said, whatever you do, Helen, keep moving. He said, because your body will start to compensate. So you'll find a new norm. Your equilibrium will be brought to a new norm. It will never be like it was, and it hasn't. However, if you keep moving, your body will automatically find a new norm. And so that's exactly what I did. Even on the days where I felt nauseous, on the days where I didn't think I could stand up, that I could make it, that I could drive, I almost had to retrain myself to do a lot of those different things. So I'm just encouraging you today, don't give up, because I know how discouraging it can be. I know how bad you're going to be feeling if you have severe vertigo. But the best thing that you can do is keep moving. I drive every day. I drive all over. I don't like to drive in long distances, like on the highway, because my vertigo can get thrown off by that. I've noticed when you're driving, if you do start to suffer from dizziness or blurriness, it's always good to find a big object to kind of focus on, and wear sunglasses, because sometimes the sun can trigger your vertigo. Also, if you are going to have to drive in rain or in snow, I know that that's something that really does trigger my vertigo still. So I have to be careful, and I do have to kind of find objects to kind of focus on when I'm driving in those. And I do live in Wyoming, so we do have a lot of snow. So anytime there's snow coming towards me, like a type of emotion, or the windshield wipers are going like this, that can definitely trigger my vertigo. So I do have to be careful about that. And sometimes it's always nice to still just have somebody driving with me when I know that it's going to be those type of climate changes. But you just have to get in there and you just have to do it. And this is another one of my videos, but do it afraid, because that's exactly what I had to do. And it was just one baby step at a time. It was literally I'll drive from my house to the store. And so I started off slowly. And for those of you who have suffered from vertigo or are suffering from vertigo right now, you know what I'm talking about. Even going into a grocery store can throw off your vertigo because of the different aisles and just, the cans and the boxes and the way that everything is positioned. And so just my thing is just don't give up. Contact your ear, nose, throat specialist. There are a lot of different things they can do for you. There's exercises, there's different treatments that they can do. I don't know about medication. I know that they have a couple anti-nausea medications. I never did a whole lot of those. However, I would take a Dramamine every once in a while if I had to. I did want to mention one thing to you though, while I have a chance. try Vertifree. I'm not a spokesperson for Vertifree, so if you get on natural remedies and you are struggling from vertigo, these little tablets called Vertifree tablets, they're little minty tablets. You just pop them underneath your tongue and you sit there when you're having an episode. And I think you can take several a day. And I don't know about right now, but before it was kind of like buy one, get one free. And they, like, you know, as far as the bottles are concerned, and I know that they have kind of like a little regimen. So I think there was like some, like, you know, liquid juice you could take, and then there were the little tablets. So there was like a little 3-part regimen if you want, or you can just do the Vertifree tablets. I just did the tablets, and honestly, I don't know if it was just state of mind or if they actually genuinely worked, but I really felt like every time I was having an episode, they would take the edge off. So I just wanted to let you know about that little tiny pill today. So if you get a chance, get on Nature's Remedies. I think that's what it's called, Nature's Remedies, and look it up. So there's that. And then I know some people say ginger, like ginger ale, little ginger tablets. I mean, whatever you want to try. None of those really worked for me. The only thing that I can recommend is, like I said, keep moving, keep going, contact your doctor, and those Vertifree tablets. And I know in time, hopefully, if you have like mild vertigo and it wasn't caused by like an extreme accident of some form or whatever, in time, I'm assuming it will probably get better and better. You know, I've spoke to other people who were in the same boat as me. I almost felt like we needed to start a group when I was going through it, who, like, same thing, they couldn't drive. It was like controlling their whole life. They couldn't work, they couldn't function. You know, it was really, really, really hard. However, in time and exercises and just, you know, retraining your body, they seem to be doing just as well as I am. So God bless, and I hope that helps. Bye.